Well, hello everyone. Why is OBS not capturing Factorio? Now it's working. We're doing something different tonight. Clay's dead. He's otherwise occupied. So we're playing Factorio.
Hell yeah. I love this game. And Clay doesn't have it, so if we're gonna play it, this is a great time, I think. Okay.
Clay is an uneducated swine.
I think he would like Factorio if he tried it out.
Also, one of the mods that I added is a version of the. It makes a version of every electric pole, but with an. Also, you're doing that by hand. You have robots.
Oh, right.
You have starter robots.
I forgot about that. Nice. Yeah, that's very helpful. Are my robots dropping in your inventory?
No, that was my robots.
Oh, because it was your command. You must have issued it slightly faster than me. I was issuing all the same commands at the same time.
Okay. It probably goes to whoever's closest or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I get it because technically the commands we issue are like that's player based, and so your robots are taking jobs right now that I've given, just because. Okay. Yeah. All right, makes sense. Okay, I forgot what we were trying to do in the beginning of actual Factorio. We must be trying to make some research and get automation, right? That's how we start.
Basically. I'm gonna put my burner in my furnace in iron, so might as well put it in what's the word? Copper.
Oh, I was gonna say mine on coal real quick.
Yeah.
Do we not need coal because of all the rocks?
Yeah, we can, but since we're already gathering a shit ton of coal manually, so we can just start making plates, and then when we have enough iron plates, just use that to do the first coal furnaces.
Makes sense.
I mean, since we have two, might as well start making plates. You can put the furnace straight in front of it, and it will.
Right, I forgot about that.
Starts metal. It's what happens when you play with people who only play total conversion mods.
Well, actually, this is what I was doing in Factorio 2 in the beginning. It's just been so long since I've done the beginning that I've kind of forgotten. I played Vanilla Factorio first. This is only my second Factorio run. The first one was a failed attempt to make a rail-based city block, and it just didn't work very well. So I abandoned it rather than dig up all of the rails myself by hand, because I didn't have bots either.
That's why you build, and that's why you install Farl. I don't use Farl. I build with bots, but Farl is always nice to have.
What is it?
Fully automated rail layer.
Oh, so it's just automatic, no matter.
You either build a specific locomotive, but in newer versions, when they added train inventories, the modder made a train inventory version where you can stick the Farl module in any locomotive, and it will it will turn any locomotive into a Farl locomotive. And Farl basically just lays track automatically, and you can set it up to lay double track and to lay signals and poles at the while it's at it. It's amazing.
Cool.
Also, I have one of the mods that I've added is what I was saying is a version of every single electric pole, but with a light.
Oh, nice.
And it unlocks as soon as we unlock lights.
Cool.
So I started using those instead of just normal electric poles.
All right, so you're handcrafting, so I'm going to do the same. I didn't know if we were going purist lazy bastard run.
Oh no, that ship has sailed. that ship has sailed. I tried doing a lazy bastard run, I might try again if you're up for it, because I imagine multiplayer Lazy Bastard is a lot less annoying.
Well, it's not. I just don't like handcrafting in general. So generally, I don't do it that much. I mean, the beginning is obviously the time to do it. But okay, cool. I'm good with whatever though.
Also,
All
instead
right, I'm
of
holding
long
5 iron plates for no reason because I don't have enough to make in it. Even a
instead of long
burner insert.
reach, I have a mod that requires research to extend your range, your reach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the lights in electric poles mod is cool, but it does make electric poles a lot more expensive
Yeah.
because they require. It's the same recipe, but it requires to make an electric pole and a lighted electric pole. It requires one electric pole and one light.
Sure. But yeah, I mean that is still
Early game,
pretty
it's a bit
worthwhile,
expensive.
I'd say.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler, especially since I have a mod that makes the flashlight more realistic. Okay, eight miners on coal should be enough early game. I also have a cool mod that lets you recycle things into their
Oh yeah, cool.
constituent components. Adds a recycler machine.
That's gonna be the base game soon.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're well, actually, I'm not 100% sure if you have to buy the expansion to get that or not.
Yeah,
But they're adding.
I'm also not sure how. Have they set a release date for Factorio 2.0?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in October 21st, I think.
Nice. Could be fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pumped. My goal is to just basically, and I may already be there. My goal is to kind of just like finish out my Crestorio playthrough, and then I will play space exploration, but in vanilla.
Exactly.
Have you ever played the space exploration mod?
No, actually. One of these days, I'm gonna go on one of the total conversion mods. I didn't even play Bob's or Angels, which is weird.
I haven't played them either. I've never the only times I've really played are recently, so it's not like I've only got into the game the last, I don't know, probably
Yeah,
been 6 months now.
yeah. Like I only have 600 hours. For the longest time, I loved Factorio, but I only watched Let's Plays. I couldn't figure out how to play. But then I started actually learning. Then I didn't play for a while. Um, but now I've started playing again. It's awesome.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar experience. I bought it in like 2016. No, it was 2017, I think. And I played for 40 hours, and then I didn't understand what was going on all that much. Like I obviously could automate stuff, but it's just like I didn't really see the point. I was playing with biters off too because I was trying to learn the game. And so I was like, what on earth is the point of doing this? And I got bored, and then I watched a Let's Play or two recently, and I was like, okay, this looks very fun.
I remember when you needed biters for science.
That is the case in Crestorio.
Oh, they bring it back?
Well, they make it so that a biter they drop creep on the ground whenever they
Yeah, they
their
drop candy.
bases drop creep, their spawners drop creep, I guess is kind of how it works.
Ah,
And creep, you harvest creep to make it into the military research.
that's not it's not original Factorio. Like every,
No.
it
But it
used
is
to
still
be.
you still have stuff to go out and kill stuff to get the military research. There's also a building that makes biomass, which is what you get from harvesting creep, but you don't get that tech until much later.
I don't know if you know, but I think it's a mod. It's a mod that I have installed. If you control click to insert, if you hold click and hover over several machines, it will split evenly among them.
Oh, nice! You don't have to press Z.
Nope.
Cool.
Oh, What does pressing Z do?
Well, if you're holding an item, and the way that I do that is if you're holding an item in your inventory, like if you put it on your hotbar and then you're holding it in your hand, or if you just go in your inventory, you
Oh,
can
Z.
hold Z down and hover the items, and it will kind of spread it evenly if you just like mouse over them, brush them back and forth.
Okay, Z and hover drops one. Nah,
Exactly. So you can
nah.
kind of just do that. That's how I fill turrets too. Like when
Oh
I'm
no.
in combat, is
I have the autofill mod. When you drop a turret, it automatically gets filled with part of your ammo.
right. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that.
With this mod, to fill things, you just control click or control right click as normal, but you click and drag over all of them.
All right, I gotta figure that out. Let me
You
get some coal real quick.
click and hold, and then hover over all of them.
Okay, so I dropped it in the first one, so I must have done something wrong. I might just keep using Z like I'm used to.
I think you have to click outside. If you click on one, it doesn't work as well. You have to click on the ground, control click the ground, and then hover over.
Yeah, neat. I like that. Cool. Okay, so you can like literally spread it evenly over everything, or you can choose a few. That's neat.
Okay, hogging all of the iron to build pipes.
Go for it. I mean, at this stage, honestly, without automation, there's not a lot of stuff for two people to do. You basically just have to hog all the resources, and then you rush the early game as fast as you want.
Exactly.
Eventually, I'm sure there'll be plenty for both of us to do.
It's getting the initial boiler setup done.
I'm gonna go up to where the water is and just start clearing trees and stuff. Because we sure do have a lot of that. One thing Crestorio does that I really like as far as game balance is concerned is it makes wood a resource that actually matters. And it also gives you a building very early on that makes wood, so you don't have to just like go chop trees the whole time. But
Yeah, as soon as you get steel poles, and even before you get steel poles, wood gets everywhere.
right, yeah, it's just a total waste in this mod. But in Crestoria, it's used to make the very first tech. And it's also like a research card is what they have instead of science pack. And it's also used to um, make green circuits for some reason.
Bob's had something like that, but at least Bob's had a like. Does Grass Story also have like a tree factory?
Yeah, it has a greenhouse, and so you the greenhouse turns water and electricity into wood. But apparently, it is a self sustaining, like a perpetual
Yeah,
motion machine almost, because you can if you burn the wood, you get more energy than you put into it.
yeah. If I remember, it worked. If I remember correctly, it worked kind of like the nuclear enrichment. You seed it, and then it produces more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Need more iron. It's amazing how much iron the boilers take.
Amazing how much stone I'm holding.
Yep.
I'm just gonna steal a little bit of iron to make a chest real quick. Or two.
Ah, steel chests or nothing.
Yeah, I make iron chests though.
Now, yeah, that's one of the main reasons I installed the recycling mod is to get rid of the iron and wood chests.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah, I don't bother with wood chests. It seems like it's pointless. If you have iron chests from day one, you might as well make iron chests. But so I save my wood for power poles.
They're
Oh,
both
should I start handcrafting a bunch of? Let me start handcrafting a bunch of power poles because we're gonna need those.
they're both worthless because
What's an incinerator?
it's you put items inside and it destroys it.
Okay, so that's just a way to do that before recycling.
Not really, because you get to recycling straight away. You just need automation, and then you can research recycling.
Okay.
I installed it because it can be useful for dealing with like liquid excess, with excess byproducts and stuff. Otherwise,
Gotcha. Factorio has an item like that too. It's called what the fuck is that called? I think it's called Flare Stack. And it wait, no, that's the name of this mod though. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe I'm just getting confused. It's um fuck, I can't remember what it's called,
yeah.
but it doesn't really matter. It's a
This
very similar building. It's only for chemicals. And so it's just for getting rid of your like just because it's almost impossible to balance perfectly the ratios because of how many chemicals there are in that game.
yeah. I installed this. It basically adds a flare stack. The incinerators for solid items, but it adds a flare stack so you can burn away the heavy oil if you don't have enough cracking, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense. Damn, you're going hard right away.
Might as well. I'm gonna forget to build power for forever until I get solar power, so I might as well just build everything right now.
Yeah,
I usually build 2 stacks of 20 boilers. So, what? 160 steam engines total? No. 80 steam engines total. Um, and then I forget to do anything until I get solar panels.
fair enough.
Still not enough. I mean, oh no, maybe I won't build. I'm not gonna build the 80 because on my single player game, um, I wasn't able to fuel them with one coal line.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is honestly, you're almost at the limit of what can be if you're running at full power. What can be done by a full coal line of yellow belt?
Yeah, I'm just gonna build the 40.
You build two boilers off of the steam engine, right?
Yeah.
Or two steam engines off the boiler.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, the ratio is one pump to 20 boilers to 40 steam engines.
Yeah, but I think at the point where you're at 20 boilers, you're already near a yellow belt of coal.
Yeah, pretty much. And annoyingly, if you put more than a yellow belt of, if you don't give them a yellow belt of coal, the burner inserters aren't fast enough to pick up the coal.
Yeah, they're fixing that in the next update too. Actually,
Oh, thank Factorio Jesus.
yeah, they're making it so that burners can't be too slow to pick up stuff. They're changing the logic about how they pick up things. I read the blog post about it, but I can't explain it because it's too complicated.
Of all the amazing 2.0 features, that's the best one.
Yep. They also what are they doing? I mean, there's quite a lot of quality of life stuff that they're doing. They've made apparently they've made their save files like 10% faster for a large
Awesome.
space and stuff like that by optimizing the robots and various things.
Always miss.
Yep. I'm gonna look over the recent blog post while I'm waiting on you to build this thing. Honestly, just let me know if there's something you want me to do, because I mean, once we actually have resources coming in and we can
Yeah.
do some automation, like, we could probably go in different directions, but right now, the only direction is spend all our iron making this thing.
Yeah, I mean, make more miners, I guess. But I'm using all of the iron. Okay, I'm almost
Exactly. That's the
finished
problem.
using all of the iron, so just need a couple more irons for some pipes and some belts, and I'm done.
Yeah, I could grab. I could probably add like a couple of iron miners and maybe one or two more copper miners just in case.
Okay, I don't need more iron, so
Okay.
feel free to expand.
I'll go ahead and set up our stone miner too.
Usually don't bother with mining stone until I get the electric miners, because you get so much
I
stone
forgot.
from.
We have alien bions on, so we really don't need it.
Yeah, because early on you can just get stone from the rocks.
Yeah.
Even in vanilla, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's true in vanilla, but you get way more in alien biomes.
Yeah, unless you start with a map that's really doesn't in a biome that doesn't really have stone, even in vanilla.
Oh, so when I place an auto miner, it automatically puts some coal in it too.
Yeah, it fills anything that needs fuel, basically.
Nice, that's awesome.
So vehicles, turrets it does with ammo. So it auto fills fuel and ammo. And the most beautiful mod that I found is this.
Oh, what?
It
Let you
it
place blueprints even before it's. Oh, is it? So
it
that's
it
choosing the shape of your mining thing.
it calculates a mining field for you.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
All
this is
right.
so much better than just using a blueprint.
Oh, it did destroy half of our furnaces, though.
Ah, that's because I wasn't paying attention. Hey, some wood electric poles that I hate, because they remind me that we do not yet have the good electric poles. Yeah, the other main reason why I installed the recycler and the incinerator mod, getting rid of wood poles.
Should I go ahead and make the science packs we need for automation?
Sure, you can start. I'm just starting. Just gonna kickstart the power. A coal line.
Okay.
But yeah, you can start crafting the packs. It's gonna take a while, so. I mean, just whenever I don't need to be crafting anything early game, I'm just crafting science packs.
You have poles, right? And you're just waiting to use them, or you need power poles? Because I have quite a few.
I have them.
Okay.
Actually, instead of
Here, should I go put some coal in here?
Sure. But I was doing this like an idiot when I could use the mining planner.
Oh, right. And then just manually place stuff.
Oh, it even works with burner mining drills. Interesting. There's a lot of options. Simple. So what does super compact do?
All right, I'm just placing one lab in the
Okay.
zone of the burners for right now, and then
This is super compact. One annoying thing about this mod is the layout. I've noticed is not optimized for throughput. Sometimes you can add an extra miner at the edges.
yeah. Yeah, actually, I mean, it does the thing with the power lines are in the middle for the large power lines, right?
Let me check. It, it does the it does the normal one tile gap for the power line. It's only
There's
annoying.
another way to build them where the power lines are in the belt. Nilaus does that, and I copied it from him, and that gives you more miners, so you get more resources.
Oh yeah, it's the compact option.
Compact, yeah.
Okay, and there's super compact, which does this,
Oh, holy hell!
which is ungodly.
Yeah, that is ungodly. You got to have them be even. Oh, we haven't connected this to the main power yet. Whoops.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it's only a single line, though. Wrong.
Oh no!
Wrong template.
That's horrifying.
What's
All right, we have automation now. I'm gonna go ahead and build one of those thingies, and get it direct inserting in to make to make our research.
I keep clicking escape for some reason. Instead of Q. Okay. Ah shit! I used the wrong. I used the wrong power poles. I have to place them manually. Okay. Now, do I have enough belt? Real question is, why haven't I added belt to my hotbar yet? What am I waiting for?
Oh, sorry. I did kind of eat up some of the space right by this thing.
That's temporary.
Yeah.
I keep hitting escape instead of Q. For fuck's sake. I am annoying myself with my own idiocy.
I can relate.
It does be a constant constant feeling, doesn't it? Shit
We got to
ton
actually
of
research something.
miners.
What do you want to research? Should I go ahead? I'll go ahead and research the gun turret. I think that's a safe bet.
Yep. Gonna put the recycler optics so we can get the good lighting poles, at least the pretty lighting poles, and logistics straight after.
I'm totally good with you running the research queue since you know what you're doing with this mod pack, and I'd have no damn clue.
Sure.
I mean, I know it's vanilla, but
Get the standards, and then I just load a shit ton of the quality of life research.
Yeah.
After I get the essentials.
All right, let me make a computer chips factory. Just a little one.
Okay, now what I want to do is look at the size of my... no, it's not 100. It's not the 100 smelter that I want. I want to look at the size of my smelter stack. And find out a good place for it. I usually do 4 lines each of iron and copper.
Sounds good.
And then 2 lines of steel and 1 line of bricks.
Why does it say we're missing so many? Oh, goddamn.
Because I'm planning out the smelting.
Holy hell.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why do you put so much space between the stone furnaces?
I am not sure.
Is it to save space for an electric furnace? Because that's kind of what it looks like.
Yes. The part I'm not sure about is if it is enough space. I think it is enough space. I hope it is
because
enough
they give
space.
you there's an extra lane and the electric furnace is one tile. It's
3x3 instead of
3x3 instead of 2x2. Yeah. So that means that you have the extra, you have the 3 width for sure, and then you have 2 to stack higher for each set of 2 furnaces.
Exactly. The part I'm not sure about is whether or not there's enough space for the electric poles and shit.
Oh, I'm sure there is, right? I mean, if someone else made this blueprint, you gotta trust them.
Yeah, I made the blueprint. I think I copied it, but I copied the layout, so it should be fine.
I thought it was coming from the same mod that was doing the.
Oh no, I got a couple of blueprints. I also have a I also have a tileable lab setup of 100 labs.
Okay.
I did get I did get a blueprint book from a couple of blueprint books from online for modules, science, and circuits, and also for nukes.
Yeah, I was using pretty much just Nilas built blueprints for my vanilla run to kind of try to learn the game, and then Crastorio I made my own blueprints because, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of Crastorio blueprints out there if you Google search it, but I just figured, like, I would only Google search blueprints if they were something that totally existed in the base game. So, like, I would Google search the blueprints for, you know, load balancers and stuff, right? But just not.
And yeah, and the blueprints I copied from the library is tillable blueprints that you can just copy and paste and create however long a line you need. They're super
right,
good.
right.
It's not, and it's not like you can optimize the manufacturing of green circuits any more than has already been done.
Sure. No, I don't I
Everyone
certainly don't judge you for copying blueprints, especially vanilla.
everyone does the exact same the exact same green circuit layout.
Right.
Uh, One thing of my own design is this monstrosity,
Oh, nice.
and you can just keep adding them as
Well,
long
my
as
guys
long
are going to go put the power poles for all that stuff.
as long as you have the belt as long as you have the belt throughput to feed them, you can just keep adding 100 science labs at a time.
Hell yeah. All right, what was I doing? I need to make
Uh, Build more furnaces. Spend all of the stone. Yeah, the annoying part of the lighted poles early game is just how annoying it is to um, it's how annoying it is to handcraft all of the green circuits.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize I was on mute. Um you must have the mod that auto deconstruct miners.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
You also have the throughput mod that adds a little traffic light next to things to tell you if they're stopped or paused.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did hear that that causes lag in the late game, but I mean,
I
we're probably not going to get there for a
think
long
that's
time.
been fixed. If or anyways, I do have the light version, so I believe that problem has been fixed, but I don't remember. Need more copper.
Oh, I'm holding a bunch here. Let me toss the chest down.
Sure. I was also feeding the machines. Okay, doing logistics now. It's fine. Doing science, and then automation 2. One must get to automation 2 as fast as humanly possible, because I'd be fucked if I have to use the normal things, the tier 1 assemblers. Walls, since we're playing with widers. Walls that you research and then never use. Have I overbuilt things? Not in the slightest. Oh no, not in the slightest. This will very soon not be enough smelting.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see this because I mean, usually I don't go too ham on my starter stuff, and I realize that I mean it's not necessarily starter stuff, but um I would say that you're definitely going at least 100% more ham than I normally do trying to start up the game. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it in action.
Oh no, I skip the starter stuff and go in for a semi-permanent bus.
Yeah, makes sense.
Uh, Giving me a hell of a lot more pain in the ass handcrafting. So I probably should do starter stuff. But since you are doing starter stuff, I might as well start the furnace setup.
Yeah, you can come over here and get grab stuff from here anyway, so let's see. I need to make a couple more
And I usually
settlers.
don't build it all at the same time. I just lay it out to see how much space it's going to take up, so I can plan around it.
Right.
I'm gonna need like, and I'm gonna need like what 20 lines of for the bus, something like that. So I need to put this super high, and then I can start building. So many smelters. Military in, because I need to research the non-shit bullets before we run out. Also, did you put a radar down?
No, I forgot. We start with radar. Should do that.
Yep.
Let me build one. I'm building one right now.
Okay. Yep. Put it next to the. I usually leave the first one next to the boilers.
Sounds good.
Also have tech that I have a mod that gives you more techs to improve the radars. Give them more
Cool.
range and faster scanning.
I'm gonna build a couple more copper mines because I just destroyed our coal ones and I just have a chest getting coal that we
Sure.
can grab to our hands.
Sure.
So I'm gonna build a couple more copper mines out of those extra miners, and I'll build a couple more iron mines too.
Handcrafting. Just looked at my I just looked at my Twitch tags, and they are very outdated. Must This is not a horror game. It's not a zombie game. It's technically a space game.
It'll be a lot more of a space game soon.
Uh, okay. Slowly handcrafting my undergrounds, my belts. Nowhere near enough. Okay, now I'm gonna turn my roboport back on, and I'm gonna watch my inventory just become empty. Couldn't have it turned on because then those damn robots would spend my parts before I had my hotbar set up. dancing around the smelter field, looking for blueprints, looking for ghost blueprints that need to be built. I can't wait to get to the research to the mod that I added that gives robots better battery life.
Oh yeah, that exists in Crestorio as well.
As we all know, vanilla Factorio bots are powered by iPhones. Specifically 2-year-old iPhone 6s.
Yeah, iPhones that have the uh what do they call that?
This battery needs replacing warning.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the what do they call it? Manufactured when it runs out, the lifespan runs out on purpose. Can't remember what they call that.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah, exactly. Planned obsolescence. You got me now.
Okay, in Apple's defense, which is not words that I say often, the issue with the iPhone 6 wasn't Apple's fault. Lithium batteries have an about 2-year shelf life. Or
Sure.
at least lithium batteries on the phone have an about 2-year shelf life, because that's how long it takes you to charge and to run up the cycles. An average user charging their phone once a day will hit the charge. Will hit the cycle. Will hit the cycles. That the number of cycles that make the battery uh, almost useless or degraded enough that it will become noticeable.
Right.
An average user doing it, charging the phone once a day, will hit that in about 2 years. I have seen people hit it in less than 2 years. I have seen people hit it in a lot less than 2 years. It is impressive. But average user, 2 years. Because batteries, problem is people don't know that batteries are consumables.
Yeah.
Lithium
Well, and that's the
ion.
problem with the iPhone is that they don't let you change them out.
Yeah, that was the thing. What Apple was doing is when what Apple was doing is that when the battery was sufficiently degraded, they this is a problem mostly on the iPhone 6. They did it on all of the iPhones, but it was a problem with the iPhone 6 because that was the iPhone that was getting up on those 2 years of age.
Right.
So people were noticing it happening on the iPhone 6. And what Apple will do, and what Apple will do is when the battery health, they have a sensor for the battery health, as most electronics do, most smart electronics do. And when the battery health was degraded to the point where it could not provide consistent voltage to operate the CPU or the APU or whatever Apple calls it. It's a CPU. Stop making up new names for it. I blame AMD. They started this. But yeah, when the processor started, when they detected the battery was degraded enough that it couldn't reliably provide the voltage. It wasn't a matter of capacity, because the batteries, when they degrade, they start providing less voltage as well as having reduced capacity. And what Apple did is they had a system that would throttle the CPU, making the phone slower, but throttle it enough so that the phone wouldn't crash. Because
Hell yeah.
if the if the battery couldn't provide enough voltage to operate the phone, the phone would just crash. And to prevent that, what Apple did is they had a system that automatically throttled the phone if the battery was degraded. That is a good feature. What Apple did wrong was they hid that from the user.
Right.
The phone did that, and you had no idea why it was doing that. And what that came out in the news, and what Apple did after that, which was really cool, they did the whole mea culpa spiel and offering $25 battery replacements for a year, which was cool. And they made the battery health detection tool open to the user. So you as a user can just go to your iPhone settings and run the battery health test and see if the battery needs replacing. And you can actually choose if you want the phone. If your battery health isn't if your battery needs replacing and the phone detects that it needs throttling unless the battery is replaced, you can actually choose not to throttle the phone. You get a warning that if you do that, the phone will probably start crashing when you start using apps that consume more resources. But they do make it your choice now, which is what they should have done from the beginning. And what they actually deserve criticism for, in my opinion.
Sure.
Not the fact that batteries died, because that's just how batteries work.
Well, they should let you replace them. There's really no reason not to.
They do. They just don't allow third-party repairs, which is bullshit. And yeah, that one thing that is bullshit from that tool is that that tool that detects battery health doesn't just detect battery health. It also detects if if the battery that you used to replace was an original Apple battery,
Yep.
and will give you the warning about it needing replacement, whether or not it needs replacement if it's not an original Apple battery. That's the scummy bit of Apple.
Yeah.
That's the scummy bit they did. But
well, you also can't do it yourself.
Yeah, you can't do it yourself, but that ship has sailed. I think that ship has sailed. You can have you can have pretty phones that are thin and watertight, or water resistant, or you can have replaceable batteries. You choose. You can't have both.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, laptops I don't think have any excuse, because laptops are big enough to give you a replaceable battery. And there are smartphones with replaceable batteries still, but they are bulky. That's the thing.
Sure.
It's a trade-off. And about what?
Yeah, 50? I mean, I had a replaceable battery Android up until the point. Did you know that I don't have a smartphone now?
Ah, it must be so peaceful.
Honestly, yes.
you know you're allowed to just not install Teams on your phone, right?
Yeah, I know, but I figured that I had Outlook on it too. I mean, I realized I can uninstall Outlook. But what actually happened was that my smartphone died when my mom was out of town, and for whatever reason, I'm still on her plan. She gets a huge discount, and she refuses to let me pay for it. So, but the downside was that I could not get a new phone for like a whole another week while I had to wait for her to get back, and I got very angry about that. Not at her, but just like with the situation in general. So I was like, okay, maybe I should try detachment.
It's
and I did, and I've been at it for a year.
It's amazing to me that you can't get a phone without tying it into a contract. I realize it's much. I realize that you get phones for a lot cheaper. But
well, I have a dumb phone, and I have the contract with T-Mobile, and I pay them monthly, $15 a month for infinite service. It's like a prepaid plan basically.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that you have as Pete is the pricing. $15 a month for an unlimited service is insane.
Well, There's no data in that though. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying. It's not a
okay, no.
smartphone.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, if I had a plan with data, like I mean, my mom when I was on my mom's plan, it was 30 for me. So, which is still pretty damn good. And we didn't have unlimited data. I think we had like
In that
um,
in that case, I'm pretty sure we have cheaper plans than that.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I think that in general, most places have like that. That's a pretty cheap plan for the U.S. 30 for one phone. Um, I mean, the total amount of the plan cost was way more than that because
Yeah,
it was my
because
whole family was on it.
for an unlimited plan, I'm looking at my ISP, and prices are usually the same across all of them, or are usually pretty similar. Um, they're actually running a summer promotion, but the normal price for an unlimited plan, uh, just cell phone. Usually, people here don't use just cell phone plans because it's a lot cheaper to include it in your home bill, in your internet and TV bill. But if you were to get just the cell phone, unlimited data and unlimited calls and texts, uh, normally $44.99 on a 2-year contract, or right now it's $29.99 for however long this promo lasts.
That's pretty good.
It used to be more expensive. Now it's a lot better. And this is and this would be contract plans, not. We also have the pay as you go ones.
Right, right.
That's surprisingly, the pay as you go also have monthly. Yeah, I don't know if you have it over there. We have there's the normal pay as you go phones, but if you go for those plans, you're usually paying a lot more. You're usually paying them a lot more for each call than you would if you had a plan.
I think that's probably true. I really don't know. I mean, I have a pay-as-you-go plan, but it's very non-standard because it's like I said, it's a
But
dumb phone, doesn't even have internet.
exactly, not planned, but not planned, but not really a planned phone. You can have a pay-as-you-go phone, but most pay-as-you-go plans are with mandatory top-ups, and some even have a monthly cost that you have to top up to guarantee that payment. But what that gives you is free minutes, or at the very least, nowadays it's mostly free minutes. But back in the day, it would be like a lot lower price for the calls and texts. Usually, you only get a
Hang
pay-as-you-go
on one second,
plan.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Are we about ready to hook up smelter or two?
Yeah.
What should
The
we? I mean, I'm assuming we
lines.
should do iron first.
Yeah. So the first four are iron. Just need to craft my belts so I
Well, there's
can.
29 auto miners that I've already made. So if you come over here and grab all those, you can make the iron mines, and then because you have the
Sure.
blueprints.
It's gonna put the layout for the inputs here quick.
Guess we're gonna need some underground belts and splitters to get the belt going.
It's planning. Yeah, I was saying there are still non-mandatory top-ups plans, but those are really just for people who need a phone number to receive calls and not really making them.
Right.
But yeah, it's like $50 for an unlimited plan on one phone only. Um, Let me check extra phones. Doesn't really say cost per extra phone. It used to, or maybe it doesn't really allow for that. Let me check. What would a similar plan be with your home service? Okay, unlimited plan. 'Cause I've been thinking about. I also pay a lot less because I'm a long time customer. So they give me like special lower price deals to keep me under contract.
Right.
So 500 megabyte internet, 500 megs down, a TV with a 4K set-top box, and one unlimited mobile phone. Right now right now you can get it for $66.99.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's decent. $69.99 for a 1 gig contract. Nice.
I really don't know how to compare it. I mean, you're saying 1 gig for your fiber rate or like your internet rate
Yep.
on the phone?
No. 1 gig.
Oh, this is your home internet.
Yep. And one.
Oh, that's not
And
too bad.
yeah,
That's a
one
lot less than I pay for sure.
definitely. I wanted to get the 10 gig contract because it looks so cool, or even the 1 gig. The problem is on I actually I don't. I didn't really want the. Okay, let me pay attention to Factorio again. I didn't really want the 10 gigs. The only reason I wanted 10 gigs is to get better upload because right now I only have like 100 megabits of upload. Unfortunately, my zone doesn't have. I don't have the fiber connection because I'm not sure. The guy didn't explain that um, that much about why I couldn't get 10 gigs. But I do know my zone is a hybrid fiber connection and not fiber to the home. And I guess the router they install, it's probably the router they install for the 10 gig connection doesn't handle hybrid fiber.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Honestly, not sure I want to go from hybrid fiber to fiber to the home because that would involve redoing my home installation, and that brings in the possibility that it will fuck up the thing that's been working for nigh on 20 years.
Right. You have had fiber there for 20 years?
Not fiber, but since it's hybrid fiber, they just reused or not 20 years, because I had DSL before that. So the hybrid fiber connection uses the coaxial cable
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay. That
for
makes sense.
the
I was gonna say.
to go from the node from the node to the house.
That makes sense.
So I just had a copper coax cable. So the the connection inside my home didn't actually change when they move over to fiber. It was just
Yeah, when they changed me over to fiber, they did mess up my coaxial cable, so they had to install a new one because they weren't ready to turn on the service yet.
That sucks. But yeah, my copper line has been working with almost no problems for 15 years, probably.
Pretty nice.
And since coaxial is more than capable of handling speeds up to 1 gigabyte, to 1 gigabits down, I don't have much incentive to switch over.
Yeah.
I probably will. They'll probably come in with some. Either my ISP or a different ISP will come in with some deal that I won't be able to pass up, and then I will have to run the risk of fucking up my internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably will, because the new 10 gigabyte service doesn't 10 gigabit service doesn't cover hybrid fiber zones, so eventually I'll have to move over.
Yeah, yeah.
But my at least my ISP doesn't have coverage for that in my zone yet.
Well, we still have 10 gigabits. I mean, come on.
I mean, I have right now I have 500, and I think I can get up to 1 gigabit. But 10 gigabit, I would need to they would need to install a different technology on my zone, my street.
Oh, gotcha.
And the only reason I was even considering getting the 10 gigabit was for higher upload speed, because right now 500 down is pretty good. More than it's enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot.
If they made this, if they had given me like 500 symmetric, I would it would be amazing.
I mean, just thinking about how internet speeds were when I first got on the internet, the fact that we get several megs is amazing. Like, the fact that you get hundreds of megs, that's pretty good.
I've sold. I have sold. Not sold. I have provided customer support for people with ADSL. 24 megs maximum.
In current day and age?
Yep.
Oof.
Zones without fiber. And
oh, so they were in Portugal.
Yep. Some zones that still don't have fiber. They only have they're basically surviving on legacy ADSL lines.
Wow.
That are still propped up, because both. So the lines belong to. I don't think it's Altice anymore. I think they sold. I think Altice sold their Portugal thing, but I'm not sure now. But yeah, the brand name is Mel, which they inherited they bought. All right, they're the privatized version of our of what used to be a public telecommunication company.
Right, right.
And then they were bought by a French company. I'm not sure who bought them now. But yeah, so they're and since they were the privatized version of that company, they inherited all the infrastructure and stuff. So all of the ADSL lines are run by them. Vodafone piggybacks on their ADSL lines. For
I just put all the resources I got from the miners in the chest up here if you want to just grab them.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, don't take what you don't need, because I was going to feed our machines, but...
Oh, no, I was just grabbing stuff here. Just need a shit ton of belt now.
grab what you need. There's some belt in that chest, and there's also belt in the belt making chest.
Yeah, so Vodafone piggybacks on them. Noj doesn't provide ADSL. They provide satellite, which is either better or worse depending on your situation. If you own a caravan and you want to or if you live abroad and you want to get Portuguese television, it's great because you just take the satellite with you and it will work anywhere in the world. If it's your only choice, it sucks because in that case, your only option for internet is a 4G modem.
Yeah.
And areas without cable tend to coincide with areas without mobile signal.
Sure. I guess you could always get Starlink. Or is that illegal there?
Oh, yeah. I think now you can get Starlink. These guys probably all are all switching to Starlink, and honestly, they should.
I out of maybe my own masochism, I'm not sure. I joined one day I just decided on Facebook to join. Like I searched every nearby small town of the city I live in, and joined all of their word of mouth Facebook groups. So I see a lot of people switching to Starlink in those.
I mean, it's a decent server. Concerned about the whatchamacallit effect, that once you got enough satellites up in orbit, it kills all of the satellites and any ability to put any satellites up for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, where if a couple of them start hitting each other, basically
Yeah.
it causes a chain reaction, destroys all satellites.
Yeah. And the
Yep.
garbage and the detritus generated from that will make it impossible to get anything outside of the atmosphere for what, hundreds of years or something.
Yeah, that'd be amazing, actually. I mean, not that it would like. I mean, obviously we got bigger problems than that. But I feel like if that did happen,
Oh,
um,
that is not a small problem. We
I
are
guess we wouldn't have
very
GPS anymore.
reliant. Oh, it's so much more than satellite. It's so much more than GPS.
The internet
Um,
runs like the I guess the international internet runs on satellites, right?
yeah, anywhere that doesn't have, I mean, anywhere that doesn't have a, you have cables. You have underwater cables now, but
But are there
still,
underwater cables that cross the Atlantic?
yeah,
Oh,
more
I
than
didn't
one
know that.
actually. And they've actually, the first one is actually pretty. It's actually surprisingly old. I think the first transatlantic cable was actually for telegrams.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I
surprisingly
guess
old.
it's not that hard to just drop it off the bottom of a ship. That's probably what they did for the first ones, right?
Yeah, I think
Nowadays they have a submarine go down, right? I mean, I guess you can, there's parts of the Atlantic where you can't do that, but
I think it's still no, it's still most like it's so deep that it's just like a big ship with a giant cable coil, just dragging a giant cable coil.
oh, okay, so it just lays on the top. They don't bury it or anything.
No, I don't think so.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, if you make the casing out of strong enough stuff, I mean, it's not like fish are going to be interested in it. Like they're not interested in eating that or anything. There aren't
Uh,
any pests or anything that destroy stuff really in the ocean like that.
yeah, just the odd Akula class submarine. Yeah, posting an image in chat. Uh, where's chat?
You mean chat in Factorio?
No, chat in Discord. The call
Ah.
chat of a cable laying vessel. Just a ship with a giant ass cable coil in the middle.
That's amazing.
And and I think that's a small one. I've seen pictures of some with two cable coils. And I guess if they run out, they just get another ship and go from there.
Makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they just lay there in the bottom, and U.S. and Russian submarines are specially modified to go down to that depth and just tap into international cables. It's fine. I don't think anyone else. I think it's just the U.S. and America that have that capability right now. I'm not sure. I don't think if I don't think maybe China. I think China also has nuclear submarines, but I don't think there's any
Surely.
diesel electric submarine that can go that deep. Yeah, it's the same kind of submarine that can also make the same kind of submarine that can mess with data cables, can mess with pipelines, which is totally not happened. It's totally not what happened to Nord Stream. It was definitely not an American submarine
Yeah,
fucking that up.
Ukrainians did that all on their own.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, the country without a navy developed advanced spy submarine technology.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Or it just or it was I mean, it could have been I think one of the one of the theories I think was it could have been the Norwegians, because I think they have submarines that can do that, but I'm not sure they're military submarines though. There's a lot of theories. Some of
I
them
mean, the
are
Norwegians
completely
actually
innocent.
have an incentive, though, because they would sell more oil if Russia
Yeah,
was selling
exactly.
less.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot of people who would have an incentive of disrupting Russian oil supplies to Germany.
Yeah. I mean, if Norway had wanted to do that for a long time, like the Ukraine war would definitely be the time to do it.
Yeah. It could have also been just a standard malfunction. It was built by the Russians.
Sure. How close are we to having miners for iron? Because I am ready.
I mean, as long as we get the we only need to get the belts sorted up to the smelters and the inserters done, and we can deconstruct the current miners and uh, make an omni miner.
Sounds good. Okay, so I see where your belt's going, I guess. Oh, is that top one for coal? That makes sense.
Yeah, top one's coal. Then 4 iron, 4 coal, 4 copper, 2 iron for steel, and 1 stone. Okay,
Why do
this
you
one.
not make a four-way load balancer? Is that a four-way load balancer?
Yes.
But the stuff on the top can't get all the way to the bottom.
Yes, it can. That's what the middle one does.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, sure. Maybe that's just like a more expensive version than the one that I use, because I use one that has.
Oh yeah,
No, it's got the same amount of
there are more.
splitters, so I don't know why. I don't know why I use a four-way load balancer that looks different than that.
Yeah, there are more complicated designs, but this one has worked fine for me.
Well, yeah. I wonder if there's any kind of
It's
problem with that, because the one I have, I'm just gonna place it because it's red belts and it
yeah.
won't build. That's the one I have for a four-way load balancer, and I wonder if there's any advantage to using that design at all.
It
Because you can see it's the same. I mean, it's more splitters, so it's not
it's
cheaper to build.
it's getting. I guess it's getting the outer. It's splitting the outer belts better. Yeah, this one's technically better because this only splits half of the outer belts, and this splits all of the outer belts. I'm not sure if there's that much of a performance boost. Um, okay, so 4 iron, 4 coal, 2 iron, 2 stone. And the top one is coal.
Cool.
Okay, if we have enough inserters, we can...
There should be plenty of inserters. I'm also putting 40 if you need to borrow them.
I need a shit ton of iron to get more belt. Is what I need.
Well, you could take what's in here. I was gonna grab it, but feel free. You could take from any of the chests, honestly, at this point. Like, getting iron made by smelting is worthwhile to take pretty much any resources out of this machine.
Yeah, I did not notice you had a belt thing.
Oh, yeah, I had a full... I mean, did I have a full chest of belts, basically?
Yeah, I had about 500. Not much, but should be enough to get the first line of iron. Yeah, that ought to do it. To get the first line of iron done.
I mean, your bots are using it on the bus right now, but here I'm going to reclaim what they did. Oh, great! Now my bots are sending all my inserters away. Dang it!
Just leave it. That's the feeding. This is the feeding thing.
Okay.
So this isn't the bus. This is the feeding for the for the smelters.
Oh, all right.
Well, bus goes above.
Oh, so this is just for coal.
Yeah, this... Oh, no. The coal is this line. This is iron ore. This is coal. This is copper ore.
I see. Now I get it.
The top two are iron for steel, and the bottom two are stone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Okay, gonna destroy everything, basically. I do not have enough space for that. For all of that stone.
Yeah, here, my bots are helping out.
I'm not gonna have space for all of this stone. I'm gonna have to dump it somewhere.
Here, I'll make a row of chests up here. There you go.
And then we can use the compact. It's fine. How does the compact thing work with the small electropoles, I wonder? Okay, it still works. Wasn't sure it had enough range.
Well, I mean, the problem with compact is that we're gonna lose. Like, we have to build a bunch of those underground belts, like, fast to actually make that work.
Yep.
We have some underground belts. I mean, you're welcome to take what we have. It's just not going very fast right now.
Yes, it's the curse of early game Factorio. Also, should probably add this to Yarm. Okay, that's gonna be starter. It's gonna be coal 00, copper 00. What? Nope.
Well, finally, we've destroyed everything.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. For fuck's sake. Stop. Stop being fiddly, Yarn. Okay, there.
Alright, I reversed my coal inserter, so now it's inserting back into the line, just in case we run out while you're doing all this.
Sure. 00. Just setting up tracker with the arm. So just tracking the fields with the arm. So we know when it runs out.
Makes sense.
You can show the fields. It's one of the things in the in your top left.
Wait, well planner settings. Oh, I see. Solar calc. No, that's not it.
Click filter. Those tiny buttons. The third one down. Filter
cool.
all sites. 0.
But you have to add them to the list then first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, to scan them in. Okay, and we call 00. Done. Now, mining patch planner. That factory is gonna come in the way of. I'll put the. There's no non-annoying direction to do this.
All the useful stuff we got, I dropped it in the first chest over here. So
Make it go right. And then we can change direction of the only coal ones to go left.
Yeah. I mean, we should delete everything that's going to mine multiple resources for now, right?
No, we can do filters, and like the sooner those are mined, the better. I usually err on the side of getting the touching parts mined out as quickly as humanly possible.
Oh, right. I forgot you could do this with. You can deal with that with just splitters.
You have filters on the splitters now. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know that now, but I did not discover that until my current run while doing filter, like after I had already discovered filter inserters. And all my previous Factorio runs, I assumed that you needed filter inserters to actually deal with that problem.
Used to be. Used to
We
be
gotta
very
get
annoying.
we gotta get iron hooked up for sure, because that's we gotta we're gonna have to have so many underground belts to make this work. So normally, do you handcraft all the stuff to make all this stuff?
Yep. Because I'm too lazy to do a starter base.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. Do you have a certain way you build the base off the bus?
Yeah, I take the. I'm gonna take the lines up and then right.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, do you have like a particular coordinate you put like the hub at, or anything like that, or do you just build it wherever?
No, just keep going right.
So you just start with like computer chips or something like that, because that's what we do first, and then you build the next thing that feeds off of that, and so on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense.
Okay, so this gonna be the iron input line. Okay. So the iron fill would actually have to be balanced onto 6 lines because that's the iron and the steel. Turning off the robots so I can do this with ghost blueprints.
I'm gonna go ahead and power this whole thing because we have plenty of power poles.
Sure.
And that will be less work later.
Okay, this is in for copper.
I'm gonna steal basically all the rest of the resources from the starter base and
Sure.
convert it into starter base auto miners. So we're gonna need a lot of those.
Just finish laying out the belt, and I'll go over to fixing the ore patch. Okay, should have the inputs all sorted. And annoyingly, the iron had to be on the bottom, right?
Well, we could just build. We could let the copper cut over it, and then we would have.
Yeah, you could just have the copper.
I'm
You
gonna
just
destroy this little factory that's in your way, that makes undergrounds and everything. I know we're gonna need that back, but
the first things first. We should get the coal set up and organized.
yeah, because otherwise we're gonna run out of power. Well, I mean, we're not really running anything right now,
Yeah, it's not powering anything.
but we're gonna be powering miners. So,
Okay.
do you want me to reverse all of these coal belts?
Yep, it's probably best to get the coal going to the left.
I need one transport belt. I don't have any. Oh, wait, actually, here's some. My bots are stealing it all. Damn it.
That's why you turn off the. That's why you turn off the bots when you're
Yeah.
doing this shit. To go here. Just fine. So we want to split all whatever however many lines of coal we have down to 2 lines, and then we up here we get these 2 lines up.
Well, not having underground belts is kind of I
We
guess
do
I could
have
just send.
underground belts. We've already researched underground belts.
No, I know, but we need to have some.
How many do you need?
I don't know. Just come finish off this whatever coal line is actually
Stop!
producing something right now.
Stop!
Do we?
Stop
We have some.
moving!
We have a bunch of coal miners right over here. So.
Stop moving so I can click on you.
Oh, you have to put them in my inventory. I didn't realize.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be 5.
Okay, I don't have enough transport belts now. Well, that's probably in the wrong place for where you're planning this balancer, anyways.
Need
Here,
more
let me cut it
splitters.
off at the source.
Need more splitters.
Yeah, there aren't going to be any more until we get iron, though. That's the problem.
That's some iron. There's some iron here as well. Well,
Here, yeah, I just tossed the rest of what I had in the chest. Yeah.
okay. So I want you.
All my belts are in the top chest. Well, I guess I need one because I have to use that to reverse.
Okay, put this one too high, one too low, rather. Should be fine. That was the wrong one. Very good. And ghost. Ghost belts up. This might as well be, well, might as well be no, because I don't have enough belt. I need this one belt to keep ghosting. On we go. Excellent. Okay. Two more.
All right, there's an iron lane prepared as far as the underground transport belts is concerned. It just needs a. I'm gonna go finish off the with transport belts we have. Finish off that lane of iron.
Okay.
You have enough to get the coal running, right?
Should have, yes.
Okay. I definitely don't have enough to get it all the way up to where you want iron ore going in, though. So.
We only need one line to kickstart it.
Yeah, but I only have 26 transport belts.
I have about 300, so.
Okay. Feel free to take from the top chest. I just put what I have in there. I have enough stuff that we should be able to get going here. Just hook one of these coal belts up and one iron belt to start. Oh, there's one transport belt missing down here. Here, I'm just gonna borrow it. Should be getting coal in. Oh no, dang it! We also need something to
Oh, no miners. The fuck.
Yeah, so that's why I was making the middle belt hook up, and we could just delete
Yeah.
these for right now. Like, we'll get the miners later. For right now, we can
Sure.
replace. Yeah, there we go. Here, I'll place ghosts. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Okay, coal is done. Now, okay, how many lines of these? 6, 7, 8. Split down. Do you have any splitters?
No, I'm not carrying any.
Not have enough for an 8 line balancer. Actually, we need to split it down to 6, so I actually do. Okay, so how is this going to go up? No, I do not, because I actually have to. Yes, I do not have enough for a splitter, for a balancer. Says we require
Well,
this.
hijack anything from the dummy base because it doesn't really matter at this point. We're just trying to get iron going, and well, I mean, I guess ideally we leave all those assemblers there, but for at least the time being.
Okay. Is the splitter here? No, this should work. To get the first line in. Now, where do I turn?
Okay, coal's hooked back up now.
Actually, go up here. Go over you. Delete. Get you. Okay. Adding on. Might want to hoover up those. I'm just gonna finish this here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab those, but I'm gonna try to stand far enough away that they don't place the the other ghosts.
I seem to have an orphan belt.
Not sure what that means.
It's an odd number of underground belts.
Well, at this point, you could just skip the underground belts and rebuild them later.
Yeah. I mean, well, they leave it out. Might as well. Would have been easier if I didn't use the compact and just use the normal without undergrounds, but it's done.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be it for the iron. So iron's gonna go down this one. And
There's 20 more undergrounds in the chest over here if you need them.
can just get this first line. Try and get this first line of iron working.
Yeah, sure.
It will need a filter.
I have this one up here. So which one does this go to? This goes to 2, 3.
Yeah, we need for any of the others inputs, we're gonna need a. I mean, the first three lines are working. Otherwise, we need more splitters.
Yeah, it was gonna be. I mean, I have one that's fully working. Why don't we just hook it up temporarily to one of those?
Yeah.
We'll just do this for right now, and then we'll ghost it out later.
Okay. I mean, I have plenty of copper, so we can. So that's not going to be a worry.
Oh, we need to hook coal up. Did you have one more splitter?
Nope.
No.
But I have plenty of coal, so I can kickstart it.
Okay.
Also, we need to provide power.
I'm going to temporarily send our lane of coal up to the smelter, but I will put it back later.
If you can shuffle your starter base one line down.
Yeah, so we can fit the other stuff in it. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I need to rebuild the iron stuff, like the belts, so they're coming off the bus. So I'll just go do that. Like I can build a second,
just
a little
rebuild it.
assembler thing, just a little assembler mess right next to the bus temporarily, and then we'll take it out later.
Yep. Also, extra belts in the smelter lines that can be trimmed off and recover some belts from there.
All right, I turned the coal back to our actual power supply.
Okay. Trimming off the top of these smelter lines that don't need to have belt. And I'll go down there and see what needs to be done. Okay.
Yeah, feel free to delete anything at this point, honestly. But I'm going to. I'm just going to build a tiny little belt thing because I've run completely out of belts, and then I'm going to build the rest of the belt thing a little further out.
Sure. Need your science to move down as well.
Yeah, just go ahead and. I mean, feel free to just delete it. I think we'll probably end up. I'm not saying we're going to use that huge science array yet, but probably won't move it too far.
That's the beauty of the huge science array. You can just build the first 2 science labs, and then it goes on from there. The first 5 science labs, and then it goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Okay, need some iron for splitter.
All right, so I'm going to make just a hack area behind the smelter array, for setting up early, like huge amounts of early belts and underground belts and stuff.
Sure thing. Almost have the coal sorted. And ran out of belts.
Come get some up here. I got some.
I got just some iron down here.
Okay.
It's like 3 belt that I ran out of. So the 2 lines of coal are pulled from the smelters is going in now. Priority to the boilers. Excellent.
Oh, I see the problem. The problem is that we're splitting the iron right now, but that'll stop eventually because it'll get stuck.
Yeah. I can cut it off.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't. I mean, I would say don't bother with it right now.
I just deleted 3 belts. It's nothing.
Okay, cool.
Some more. So I can go build more mining machines. Should have iron back up in just a second. Just reorganizing the mining lines. Excellent.
Normally, I don't go even this crazy with the amount of belts and stuff I'm building, but I feel like with the base you're trying to make, we kind of have to.
Oh, you always need more belts. There is never enough belts.
What's going on with iron? Did it stop for a little while?
Temporarily.
Oh, because you were fixing the belt.
Yep.
Nice.
And might as well just loop these around.
Can you tell me how many smelter lines I need to go before I get one that's copper, just to make some ghosts?
4. It's 4
Okay,
iron,
so it's
4
1, 2,
copper.
3, 4 of all iron and iron-based products, and the fifth one's going to be copper.
Yeah. the first 4 are copper. The second 4 are the first 4 are iron. The second 4 are copper. Then there's 2 iron, 4 steel, and then there's 2 stone.
Okay, I'm just going to take the first copper one and go over to the hack area.
Sure.
So that way we get in some copper in there too. I'm going to build a little chips factory, just plan it out, because obviously we don't have copper yet.
Okay. Just putting some finishing touches in iron mining.
Do you have a rate calculator in this somewhere?
Somewhere, yes.
Mine, I have a mod. We should have installed that mod. That's the one I should have insisted on, where you press Alt X and it pulls up a rate calculator. Oh wait, there's a max rate. You got a max rate calculator as one of the tools.
I am pretty sure I have one.
Oh, okay, nice. You got it. You got it.
I am definitely sure I installed that.
I'm not sure how to read it. So if it says net rate, that means that I'm losing them, right?
I'm
Like
not
net
sure.
rate
I
negative means
actually...
that I don't have enough of that thing.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't
Okay,
used
I'm gonna
it.
try. I'm just gonna try to do math in my head. God forbid.
I used to look up the Excel spreadsheets for this.
Oh yeah, you need way more copper cable per chip right now without like any kind of modules or anything.
It's 3 copper cable factories for 2 circuit factories.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Okay, iron should be done. So I'm gonna let loose my robots to get more miners. Excellent. However, I need more. I have 50 miners, but I need more belts.
Well, come get some belt. There's plenty.
I'm not sure my definition of plenty matches up to your definition of plenty.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need more iron to get more belts, but
Yeah, see, 185 belt is not what I would consider plenty. Especially not when I forgot to turn off the roboports and I wasted them on the smelter stack instead.
Yeah. There's another 60. I just dropped all the ones I was carrying in that chest if you want to go grab them. I don't need them right now. And it hasn't made any undergrounds yet because it's it's starved for resources, and I don't see any point in trying to like
I'm trying to fix
prioritize
that.
anything right now.
I am working on improving the mining.
Nice. Yeah, grab the belts in that chest then, for sure.
Just dumped 50 miners, and that's a perilous phrase to say on Twitch. Dumped 50 miners, and now I just need to connect them with belt. Ah, shit, I need undergrounds.
Yeah, undergrounds aren't being made yet because they're running out of iron. I can try to I'm gonna manually feed a little bit of iron into them.
Yeah, right now we just need to get the smelters working.
Okay, I'm gonna feed some raw materials into one of the underground makers just so you can get a little bit up here.
For some reason, the night vision turning on always makes me think it's the biter alarm.
There's a biter alarm?
Yeah, the thing that when it starts yelling at you because the biters are destroying things.
Yeah. Now I know what you mean.
The sound of night vision turning on
They sound
always
similar.
reminds me. Yep.
Nice. Now the undergrounds are getting made. There's plenty of iron for that. And I guess my
Excellent.
definition of plenty is still not quite the same.
No. Very much not. My definition of plenty is how many belts do you have? Yes. You count belts by the thousands in this game.
Yeah, true. I mean, my base right now, in my single player file, it only has one of each type of belt being made at any given time. Like, there's only one factory. I mean, they're all yellow assemblers, fully speed module, but they're not. I don't have like a belt hub or anything like that.
Oh no, those things you have you set up a mall for it. Yeah, and I usually only have one assembler doing each type of belt as well.
But I figured, considering what we're up against right now, we need way more than that, right? Because we only have yellow assemblers, we don't have any modules, and we have way more infrastructure than we do
Yeah, at the
resource
beginning you
consumption.
need a little bit of throughput, but even so, one assembler stacks up because
Yeah,
you're not gonna be growing for more belts every single time unless you're building out the bus is when
right,
you need more
exactly, and that's what we're doing
throughput.
right now.
Yeah, or upgrading massive amounts of belt. Otherwise, if there are more undergrounds, you can bring them and continue. And wait, do I have? No, I have not have enough iron to pocket craft them. Wait. Okay. So much belt.
Well, there's 300 up here if you want to grab it.
What I need right now is underground. Is
There's 64 of those.
excellent.
And I have it set to make splitters if we get copper.
I
mean, I don't have enough belt for that, but I do. If we got it flowing in here, all the rest of the infrastructure is set up.
Okay, we got almost one full yellow line, so that's good.
Missing inserters, though, that's a problem, because nothing's making them right now, so I'm going to have to handcraft some, I suppose. Let me see what inserters I can borrow from down here.
Okay. More iron incoming.
Nice.
We'll grab the regular belt so I can fill out the other smelting lines. So right now there's only one going up. Up we go. Belt. Let's grab some iron so I can.
Oh man, I forgot to hook up
smelters.
iron to the computer chips factory. Wow.
Oops.
Unbelievable. I guess you need red inserters to really make them with iron coming in too. At least this way.
It's all spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I just went upside to collect belts, but I'm looking at my inventory and it appears that I did not.
Well, I have a bunch if you want to just take some from me.
Nope.
Here, hang on. Let me just dump what I got, because I don't really need that many. I'm going to take 100. There, take the rest of those.
Okay. It should be enough to get the iron up and running. I'm going to connect the other three stacks. Okay, all 4 lines are connected. And so is the steel.
Nice.
Not yet. Now it is. Okay, all of the iron is connected. It just needs to be. Just need to finish. Finish building the miners.
Wait, are we getting attacked? Oh no, it's okay. It's just a bot's warning.
Oop. I just let my bots loose. But I think I have all of the undergrounds necessary. Just. Still have an orphan underground. It's gonna annoy me. But I have no idea where it is.
Well, obviously it's from the miners because the pattern leads to orphaned undergrounds. Pattern
No,
we use.
yeah, you'd think, but I've already ran over all of the mining patch, and I still have an orphan underground.
Yeah, because the pattern includes the possibility of a single underground being used without a match.
Possibly.
Which I mean makes sense because if there was one more, like if there was half a more tile or whatever, right, there would be an extra underground.
Yep.
Well, there's splitters now. Are we
Excellent.
officially getting splitters? No, because there's not enough. There's not actually copper coming in. But I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start working backwards on hooking the copper up.
Okay, we should be getting steel soon.
So, are you have a bunch of inserters or anything? Like, if we could just hook a couple of inserters up to get
I have
copper gear.
no inserters
Okay.
at the moment. But I have plenty of copper, so I can craft them.
Yeah, if you can make a few inserters just to get the first copper furnaces hooked up, then we can get copper flowing in, and we can handcraft inserters from computer chips, which is way easier.
And crafting 90 inserters, and I should have crafted them. I should have crafted them 5 by 5 because they craft all of the components, which takes forever. Best not to use the robots because they're gonna do dumb shit like take the inserters to the smelter, the iron line instead of copper.
Yep. We are so close to having one copper line hooked up. We're a couple transport belts short, and also whatever inserters you're working on over there. Are you headed back down there?
Yep, just setting up the
Okay, yeah, just
inserters.
hook that up so we can start getting a little bit of copper in. Oh, I actually wanted some copper. Let me go ahead and use that on chips.
Okay, plenty of inserters now. And all of the belts. Is copper coming up? Almost. Okay, let's temporarily connect you. As soon as I have the requisite belts. Okay, and should be getting copper. As soon as it makes it up here.
Hell yeah.
But I am going to have to call it because I got to wake up super early tomorrow.
Understandable. Well, this was fun.
Yep, should pick it up another day if Clay can't. Maybe not Wednesdays because that's the CK3 game, but we'll figure out the schedule.
Yeah, we got to convince Clay to play this game somehow.
Yeah, we need to give him a rocket launcher and throw him at the biters.
Oops, I almost overwrote my save file trying to save this. Not that it matters if I save this, I guess, but
Yeah,
I might be interested in getting some of your blueprints. It would have been hilarious
it's
if I overwrote my single player file. I guess I have autosaves for that.
if you come over here, I can drop a copy of my blueprints.
Sure.
Copy of this. Tillable science. Copy of this.
Nice.
Let's have a nukes one that I rarely use because the smelter blueprint which is nice because you. Nope, don't take the smelter blueprint. I forgot to create a copy. Okay, there it is.
Nice.
And the 100 labs blueprints.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna stick those all in a book called Pope later, just so I'll have them. Thanks. I will give you blueprints, but unfortunately, all of mine are Crastorio because I deleted. I have a vanilla book.
Also have this,
but it's all pretty shitty.
Also have that those rail blueprints, and the mining. I have mining blueprints, but it's not worth using them because I have mining patch planner now,
Right.
which is so much better.
All right. I'll see you later. This was fun.
Sure, we'll have to schedule another one. But
Yep. Good luck at your thing tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna need it. It's a job interview, and I'm also waiting for recruiters to hit me back. It's annoying.
Yeah.
But well, I'm gonna get shit done and then try to sleep however many hours I have left. See you next time.
Bye.
And that is going to be it for me. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, I have been Pope. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all next time.